Do not dirty bulk.
My first year of resistance training, I gained 50 pounds, aka the dirty bulk.
Diet is dangerous. So the best diet for putting on mass is that clean bulk.
The 4 reasons why I recommend you do a dirty bulk.
Should you do a clean or a dirty bulk? It's basically asking, do you want to spend your day eating absolutely anything you can find until you end up puking like an absolute sicko? Or do you just want to fill all your calories with only the cleanest foods to then immediately run out of money and remain small forever? The answer? Neither. Let me explain. But just so we're on the same page, I'm not about to tell you to follow some crazy carnivore diet like some people. Liver King.
This is what happens when you eat 4 pounds of ground beef and sticks of butter every single day for months.
Yeah, that. Instead, I'm going to tell you about an approach that's a lot more realistic. For the vast majority of people, a bulk should never be overcomplicated, and there's really only 3 key aspects to a successful bulking diet. Number 1, protein. The recommended amount of protein during a bulk is 1.2 to 1.7 grams per kilogram of body weight, or 0.55 to 0.7 grams per pound of body weight. However, a general rule of thumb that a lot of people use in order to assure that they're consuming enough protein is 1 gram per pound of body weight, or 2.2 grams per kilogram. Getting close to this mark will assure that you're not missing out on any potential muscle protein synthesis. While I imagine you've probably heard this before, the reason I mention protein first is because consuming an adequate amount of protein will allow you to adopt a flexible bulk. And what do I mean by that? While a dirty bulk or clean bulk place themselves on entire opposite ends of the diet spectrum, the flexible bulk will place you right somewhere along the middle. A flexible bulk is all about sticking to a specific calorie goal, usually around 200 to 400 above your maintenance, and as long as you hit your protein, it doesn't really matter what your other macros look like. A flexible diet means prioritizing protein in each meal, but not rigidly following a restrictive diet structure. Once you hit your protein goal for the day, all the other calories can pretty much be filled with whatever you'd like. This may sound crazy, but if you make protein a priority in each one of your meals, you'll automatically gravitate towards healthier foods like grilled chicken or Greek yogurt. The minute details of your carbs and fats have a much smaller effect on people's physiques than most think, as long as you're getting in plenty of protein. So lesson 1. Eating a sufficient amount of protein, minimum of 1.2 grams per kilogram or 0.55 grams per pound, allows you to be very flexible with the makeup of your bulk. Now that we've established the importance of proper protein intake, let's dive a little deeper into another extremely important aspect: your overall calorie intake. Eating just the right amount of calories is essential to having a successful bulk. Where most people go wrong is that they assume counting calories is only important during a cut but not during a bulk. However, this will likely leave you either constantly undershooting your needed calories or way overshooting them. Option A, you're going to look like Jack Skellington, and option B will leave you looking like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. In order to avoid either of these, it's important to find the right balance between eating above your maintenance calories and not eating too much of a surplus. Both the dirty bulk and clean bulk go wrong in this category. Dirty bulks often set no limits on calories, and while you're likely consuming enough protein, the high-calorie foods you're eating often leave you with an enormous surplus without even realizing it. Clean bulks, on the other hand, rely on the fact that they're made up of very healthy food, making people focus less on the overall calorie intake of the diet and more just on its composition. This then causes a similar problem because the only way to grow is to give your body a surplus of calories. Doesn't matter if it's donuts or if it's chicken breast. If you're hitting your protein goals, those calories above your maintenance are what really matter. So lesson 2, a successful bulk that limits fat gain and maximizes muscle growth will include a consistent calorie surplus of around 200 to 400 calories. The third and final part of a successful bulk, training. Every step is dependent on each other, but if you don't get your training right, your whole diet will be meaningless. There are many different styles of weightlifting, but I'm just going to cover what I feel is the most optimal structure to follow if you're looking to gain size and strength. However, I have a bit of a hot take on this topic. Your lifting split doesn't matter. Now, before all you push-pull leg enthusiasts lose your mind, I do have a big caveat to this. As long as you're hitting each major muscle group 1 to 2 times per week, then I feel as though the split is up to personal preference. Whether it's a bro split, PPL, or even an upper-lower, I think as long as you follow a program that was mindfully designed, then you're good to go. When training during a bulk, it's all about training with high intensity and allowing yourself enough time to recover for your muscles to grow. You should be taking a minimum of 1 rest day per week in order to ensure you have enough time to recover and taking all of your sets close to, if not all the way to failure. This will provide enough mechanical tension on your muscles, which is the root of all muscle growth. I can also cover this in another video. Adding these main principles to your training while following the other rules of a successful bulking diet will blow up your physique in no time. So lesson 3, take your training just as seriously as your diet. If you don't push yourself in your workouts while also giving yourself enough time to rest in between lifts, you will not see the benefits even with a successful diet. So there you go, 3 keys to a successful bulk. Now I bet you understand why there's no need to commit to either a clean or dirty bulk. If you eat well 80% of the time, hit your protein and calorie goals, and train hard at every lift, you have nothing to worry about and can just watch your gains roll in. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you were able to learn something today. If you'd like for me to cover other topics like how to find your maintenance calories in future videos, please comment down below and I'll try to respond to every one of you. Until next time.